Rosamund Taylor, who is runner for the Patrick Cavan Award and was shortlisted for Montreal International Poetry Prize twice. She has published in magazines in the UK and Ireland and is currently working on a first poetry collection.
Thank you. A lot of hard acts to follow just now, so I'll try and keep this tight because I'm sure everybody's feeling tired. I'm going to read 3 poems. They all have a historical theme, though they're about different periods. The first is called Passage Grey and was written shortly after I visited Newgrange for a few years ago. And for anyone who doesn't know, Newgrange is a Neolithic, so that's a New Stone Age burial chamber in County Meath. Passage Grey. I'm in the dry centre of the passage grave, looking at interlocking circles carved by Stone Age hands, when the guide tells us life expectancy was 25. I'm dead then. The guide adjusts the electric light, creates a gold glow, and asks us to imagine sunshine, December sunshine striking silent stone. I imagine I'm Neolithic and pregnant, standing here, knowing I may die soon from wounds or childbirth. I'm taller than the other women. When we celebrate, I chew berries and paint my face purple with their juice. The women say I'm a wicked goddess. We laugh together in the dark. A woman kisses my stretched abdomen, where the baby's head distorts the skin. She kisses my foot too, all its firm calluses. We laugh together in the dark, among dry stones. And I'm standing in Newgrange, and I imagine I'm already dead, like all those who didn't, who stepped into the sea and went under, who never disgorged the pills. I have a year left. I have 50. I watch the electric light glow gold. Imagine Stone Age sunshine striking stone, and a December goddess laughing in the dark. So my next poem is about how in the past people would find fossils, but they wouldn't know how to interpret them. And that's why we get dragons in almost every culture, because people see dinosaur bones and think they're magical. And this is a poem about where I imagine I'm a medieval person and I'm looking at fossils and I don't know what they are. And also as a gloss, I use the word snakestone in this poem, which is a medieval word for ammonite, and they're the common spiral kind of fossils that they see, you see, they're vestia. Fossils. I find the dragon in the cave, at the curve of the cliff, where samphire grows, caught but baring its teeth, so many teeth, tangled like mouse tails, creased wings distinct in stone. Listening to the slap and suck of sea against shore, I pick a snakestone from the banked sand, a snake frozen to a silvery coil. Headless, tail curled so close it vanishes. Someone took a flashing adder, its tight fangs, made it cold, silvery, silent. Could the same magic catch a dragon? Flying its liquid shadow on the waves, and the moment after, silenced in mid-scream, the smoke rising to nowhere, lost in the haze, and its cold jaw. As I fit the snakestone in my palm, I'm aching to see the dragon fall, to know how. And my last poem is about an 18th century Scottish scientist. Her name was Elizabeth Blackwell, and she drew plants for a herbal. A herbal is a book that describes herbs and their medicinal or culinary properties, and it's accompanied with illustrations. And she wrote this book, A Curious Herbal, to raise money to pay her husband's debts and allow him to leave prison. And it's not in the poem, but this did work. A Curious Herbal became a bestseller. A Curious Herbal. In prison dark, she holds her drawings to her lips. Scent of India ink on her tongue, tempera wash sour with egg yolk. It soothes her. Her husband's weak today. She crouches by his chair, hears his stale breath, the sighs and screams of wives visiting other cells. She shows him the flowers. He says their names in Latin, Greek, Dutch, every language he knows. Voice raw, words skittering over the walls like beetles. In the Physic Garden in Chelsea, she shapes leaves on linen, flowers sweet with mist. At home, the child cries, hungry. She prefers to be alone with plants. They are her own, the only thing her own. Silent, wet, she presses her lips to them. She prefers their caress. In prison dark, she kneels by him. He's pale and doughy. He names the flowers for her. Water betony, damask rose, bear's bridge, guinea pepper, garden fleur-de-lis. A litany. The flowers fade as she writes. Thank you.